Today I'm going to be telling a story about a man called Steve the Ball Popper. I don't really know where I start on this one, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Typically about 6 or 7 years ago I used to play football outside. Yeah, I used to go outside. We used to play in, maybe there was about 6 or 8 of us that used to play football and rugby on a piece of grass. And this story is kind of related to the bread knife situation because Steve the Ball Popper lives opposite like where the bread knife situation occurred. So yeah, if you go watch that video you'll know what I mean. But yeah, we used to play football and rugby on a piece of grass and just used to obviously kick it in gardens like the bread knife situation. That's obviously what happened. We kicked a ball in a lot of gardens, quite a lot every single day, and normally, you know, the people would just get it back or would jump over and get it and everything would be fine. But one day, this middle-aged angry man, he was bald as well, he got extremely angry at us the first time because he always used to think his cars was really good, but to be honest, he probably just got them from like a cheap dealer and just like spray painted them and made them look like, I don't know, just a little bit better. Because to be honest, there was garbage cars. There wasn't anything good. He just thought there was good. And on this day, we kicked the ball into the garden and it hit the car. First off, he was fine with it. He was a bit angry. It was, his bald little head wasn't as shiny. It was turning a bit red. But yeah, he passed us our ball back and he said, "Try and make that not happen again." And was like, "Yeah, fair enough. Thanks for giving us our ball back." Happened again. He got extremely mad again. He gave us our ball back. And the third time it happened, was playing football. Obviously, you don't. I think it was rugby. In fact, we kicked the ball and it went in the garden for the third time, and it hit Steve the Ball Popper's car. And probably, as you can tell by his name, I'm just interrupting this story quite quickly. I must say, Steve the Ball Popper wasn't called Steve the Ball Popper before he popped the ball. He is called Steve. His name is Steve, but the name just fitted once he popped the ball, so we started calling him Steve the Ball Popper. That's where he got his name from. So before he popped the ball, he wasn't called Steve the Ball Popper. He was just called Steve. But since he popped the ball, we started calling him Steve the Ball Popper. Just so you all know, get back into the story. And probably, as you can tell by his name, he loses it. He flips it. He comes out to the gate and said, "Oh, do you want your ball back?" And was like, "Yeah, sure." And behind him, in his back pocket, he's got a big knife, and just puts a knife through the ball. And I swear he was so angry because we hit his stupid little car with a rugby ball at 8 years old. He decided to burst our rugby ball, and at this point we was all good because that was our only ball that we had for the day. And the kid that it happened to, he ran in and got his dad. And his dad went to Steve the Ball Popper's house and had a bit of beef with Steve. But since that day, Steve's been quite nice. We don't really see Steve much anymore. But yeah, I thought I'd just tell you all this story about Steve the Ball Popper. I kind of had the story ruined kind of straight away because I gave you his name. But I thought I'd just let you know how angry Steve the Ball Popper actually did get, because our little rugby ball hit his car and literally did no damage to it, but he thought he was some big man, so he decided to put a knife through our ball. That's basically it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Peace out.